Hello, YouTube. Am I crazy? I have a valuable Golden Age comic cover in the freezer. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, we are back, and as you saw in the intro, I have this book, the Sensation Comics, number 43, in the freezer. And I don't want to give up yet on removing tape by using cold methods. I want to continue doing it with this book, or with this cover. If you recall, last upload with this cover, I used dry ice to try to break away the tape and to make it so brittle that it would chip away one little piece after the other, but it did not work. And it just shows that sometimes things work, sometimes things don't work. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take this and we are going to put it in the freezer, which you saw in the intro. Oh, by the way, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your support as always. And if you haven't already, hit that sub button. And also, we're basically doing my 4,000 subscriber giveaway, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the tape, and actually that's a bad idea. I like to take the tape that I take off comics so I can do the thumbnail, or I can basically say, look at all this tape I took off. So I'm better off putting that in a little plastic container. Did I just hit that? I hope I didn't. In the rewind, I'll see on the upload. Because maybe I just hit this and folded over this little piece of cover there. Nah, that was there. So what are we going to do? It's very simple. All I'm doing is I'm taking one of my grates and I'm putting the cover on the grate. And then, excuse the oil burner, we're just going to put this in the freezer. And I'm going to keep it in there until it is super frozen. And I'm gonna speak loud now because I don't want to shut the oil burner off, because I believe someone's taking a shower upstairs. So we're gonna put it in the freezer, and then next segment of this upload I'll take it out and we will see how, if at all, the tape became brittle because of the freezing method. And I'm also contemplating spraying it down by the tape area, because maybe that would accelerate the brittleness with the frozen water, but we're not going to do that right now. So I'll see you in probably about 3-4 days. We're really going to keep it in there, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, I'll see you shortly. Okay, guys, we're back. And we're back with the Sensation Comics, and it's been in the freezer for about 3 days. It's out of the freezer, I would say probably for about 5 minutes or so. And off camera, I started picking up a little bit of the perimeter of the tape. And I'm going to do it now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, because I do believe that the freezer method is working. And we're gonna take a look at it right now, so just give me a second. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, guys, I raised my workbench by putting a tub and a shelving unit on the bench so I can raise the comic to work on it. I like doing this because it's easier for me to work on it and to film for your viewing pleasure. So what I want to do is I want to flip it around just like this, because I want to work on this area of the tape. Now remember, we're not using solvents. What we're doing is using the freezing method. The dry ice did not work, but the tape is more brittle right now. And if you can see it, it is lifting up a little bit at a time with my dull X-Acto knife getting underneath. See, look at this piece coming up right here. So I think it is working to a degree. That's lifting a piece up of the cover, which it's okay. I think I may have done that before when I was doing the dry ice. So let's continue going down using the dry blade, the dull blade, just like that. And you just take your time and you go nice and slow. And it is lifting up. So I'm happy with what is happening right now. Let's do a little bit more. Just like that. And I can see the blade going underneath. And right there, we were able to pick up a piece of the tape. It's coming up. And I can feel the blade going underneath without any type of cover lift, which is a good thing. And I'm liking this method because I'm not dealing with solvents. But obviously solvents do work, but we're trying something different, the freezing method. So that's enough right now. Matter of fact, let's see if I can get on the yellow, if we can lift up a little bit. And what I'm noticing with this method is that it is a little bit at a time. Put it back in the freezer and then take it from there. And again, it is lifting up nicely on this side without any paper or color loss. So I'm happy, but I want to stop it because I think that the way for this method to work successfully is you have to do a little bit at a time. And then I also thought of another thing that I want to do. Right here is just plain H2O. That is water. Plain water. And before I put it back in the freezer, let's get our grate. Put it on the grate, just like this. And now what we're gonna do is I am gonna wet the areas where the tape are, just a little bit with the brush to get some water. And I'm not concerned about water stains at all because we'll take out those water stains once the tape is removed. But I'm just putting some water on just like this. And the reason why I'm putting water on is I think I want it to freeze and hopefully it gets underneath the tape. And let's see if that freezing does anything to help lift up the tape. So that's all I'm gonna do right now. Let's get this bad boy back into the freezer. Okay guys, we're in my basement freezer. We're gonna put it in nicely. I cleared out the bottom of the freezer so there's not much in there. And then what I do is I take a piece of this Teflon paper. We're gonna put it right on top. And then I have these ice pads right here, or refreeze our bricks foam refrigerant. Ooh, science! And we're gonna put this right on top, just like that. You see? Nice and chilly. And then I'm gonna close it and we're gonna let it freeze. And we're gonna let it freeze for a day or two, then I'm gonna bring it out and I'm gonna slowly try to remove the tape. And I think I'm feeling pretty good about this method, but listen, only time will tell. So I think this is enough content for one upload. It's gonna be a lot of little mini series in relation to this tape removal, whether it's gonna work or not. I think it will, but we'll see. Okay guys, so if you're not subbed, hit that sub button. And I appreciate your support and stay tuned.